Well, hello there. You may have noticed my new neck attire. It's all the fashion these days. I apologize for wearing a t-shirt, but it's quite difficult to take this t-shirt off. That's because I fractured my C1 vertebra, which is the topmost vertebra of your spine, and it is beep. That's because I decided to start the new year on a good note. I was on the beach on New Year's, and I was very excited, and I ran and dived into the ocean. And when I dive, you put your hands, I can't lift my arms up, I'm sorry. You put your arms up and your head goes down a little bit, you tuck your head in, and like the water had receded a bit, and so it was quite shallow. It was shallower than I originally assumed, and I dived onto my head, and as soon as it happened, I felt like something was really wrong. I felt like my head had been disconnected from my body, and I was taken to the hospital, and then they did x-rays and they showed me that my C1 has been broken. It was one last little gift from 2020. Yes, I mean that though. It was a gift, because every wound is a womb. What do I mean by that? A womb is where new life grows, and similarly, a wound is a chance for a new version of yourself to grow, a deeper understanding. And so anytime I have an injury or a sickness, I understand that it's a chance to go inside, to understand myself differently, to understand life differently. Life is always talking to us, and if we don't pay attention, then it starts to shout at you. I really wanted to make a video about this because I wanted people to understand the beauty and complexity that is your body. Your body is amazing. You are amazing. The fact that you are here is impossible. The fact that you are alive is a 1 in trillion chance to be alive and to have a body that works. Every part of your being uses this little bone, this little muscle, this little area, because you must remember that your neck is the conduit between the message sender and the message receiver. All messages go through the neck. That's why the neck is super important. And in Chinese medicine, they say when you injure your neck or you have neck pain, it's because you cannot see things from other people's perspectives, like literally. And so if I look at my own life, I can see a lot of correlations between my behavior and what's been happening. And so the minute it happened, I knew that this was an opportunity, a chance to reinvent myself, reinvest in myself, a chance to slow down, because I'm always busy on the outside, doing, making stuff happen, exercising, eating, blah, 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 always busy. But busy doing what? And so now is a chance to do things really slowly. I have to. Every step has to be so calculated and thought of and marinated in mindfulness. Because if I fall over, let's not go there. And so to me, I consider myself very lucky. Is it lucky to break your neck? Maybe not. Is it lucky to be able to walk again? Yes. Is it lucky to not need surgery? Absolutely. Because this kind of surgery is not the fun kind of surgery. Not that there is fun kinds of surgery, but this is the surgery where they take big metal bolts and they screw them into your skull like a cage to keep your head still, and you stay like that for months. And so considering this only happened a few days ago, I'm here, I'm talking, I can walk around, I can cook eggs, hooray. I consider myself very lucky. And the reason I'm talking about all this is because my last video was about mindset. And this is the most important time to have a positive mindset. Because not only is this happening to me, but in some sense, this is going to be happening to everybody. With 2020 ending and 2021 beginning, a lot of people have ideas that it's all going to be better and everything's going to be different. Well, the truth is, it's not that simple. It's just going to be a continuation. Why would things just magically get better? The truth about 2021 is that if you want something to change, You have to be that change. And so it is up to all of us, our own personal responsibility, to take charge, to take back our power, to take back our sovereignty. If you want people to speak a certain kind of way, you have to start speaking that way. If you want people to think a certain kind of way, you have to start thinking that way. If you want people to behave a certain kind of way, you have to start behaving that way. We cannot wait for other people to take charge. We cannot wait for somebody else to do things. We need to take our own personal responsibility and start to act and think and do the things that we think are right. We need to spend time with ourselves, discover what our own personal truth is, and then bring that into the world. That is our mission. That is why we are here. You know, it's easy to succumb to negativity. Trust me, you know, it's very easy to succumb to negativity with the pandemic and the politics and the lockdowns and the fear and the greed and the food industry and the pedophilia in Hollywood, all of these different elements. It's very easy to get swept away in it all. But this is why resilience and mindset are so important. Attitude, perspective, mindset, you can call it whatever you want. It's all the same thing. It's taking charge of the one thing you can, which is your mind. You might not always choose what happens to you in life, but you can definitely choose how you respond to it. In my last video, I also spoke about how your mind sends a signal to every cell in your being. And so the thoughts you are sending is what you are programming into your being. And you get to choose your thoughts. We always allow them to be dictated to us by the government, by media, by news, by whatever, by other people, by your parents, by your school. But it's time to take back your own responsibility. Unless you assume your rightful responsibility and begin to program your own mind, the world will program it for you. So 2021 is going to be about cultivating resilience, cultivating self-love. And to me, that's what this whole thing is about. That's why all of this happened. A chance to really grow a beautiful understanding of who I am and how I live and my values and my morals and the direction I'm moving in, and then to uphold those. I share all of these things because I really care, and I love to share, and I love to connect, because just like every part of your body is completely connected to every other part. Every cell is in communication with every other cell. Every chemical reaction, every hormone, everything in your body is intricately connected. And similarly, every person on this planet is intricately connected to every other person. Every action that you do, everything that you say, every way that you behave ripples out into the world and affects everybody, like the butterfly effect. And so no more can we live in a world where it's just about me. It's about all of us, and we have to work together, but that means working on ourselves first. So I really hope this message resonated with some of you. I know that this is a difficult time, but you do not have to succumb to the negativity. You are stronger than you think. Much love, and don't forget, tight.